Good morning. Let's go see outside.
Hi, everybody. This is what I'm dealing with looking out at me at the window. Okay. So here's the little story. I've been in, of course, many relationships in my life. I was with my children's mom for 14 years. We got together when I was 23. We split up when I was 37. I took a year of not being in a relationship. And then I went and fell madly in love with a little Tigger. I will call her Tigger for the sake of this discussion. I'm telling you, cutie pie. Hilarious. When you fall in love with somebody, whatever makes you fall in love with them, yeah. She's that. The first year, bliss. You know, you live apart, you don't know each other that well. You've got time to always present your best. It's so explosive and dynamic and exciting to meet somebody who is so all the things that make you happy and all the things that drive you completely out of your mind, all in one person. It was really wonderful. And then the second year we started kind of struggling a little bit, and then a little bit more, and so on. By the end of that second year, somewhere around, I'm guesstimating time. If you haven't figured out, that's not my strong suit. One of my brothers came into town, and he's talking to my girlfriend and I in my kitchen about our relationship. He's helping us navigate it. And he asks us to do a little circle diagram of what our priorities are in our life. Like, what is most important to you? Here's mine. Me, obviously, we're nothing without ourselves. Freedom, super important to me. My kids. And then I've got income, so I can pay my bills and feed my children. I've got mountain biking, because that is health and fitness and thrill. And then out here in the outer circle, I've got my friends. And I've got love, my girlfriend. Oh, she's so cute. That didn't go over very well. There is no awareness whatsoever that when my sweet girlfriend sees this diagram, it's basically going to be heartbreaking. The things that are most important to me. She's on it, but she's somewhere out, out there somewhere. Tigger did a diagram as well, and hers did look quite a bit different from mine, because she had our relationship somewhere much closer to the center. And honestly, I didn't understand why. I really didn't understand why. I didn't understand why she was offended. I didn't understand why she was hurt. I didn't understand why on earth she has love and relationship in the middle. I mean, that's some crazy shit. And I have always been like that when I have been involved with somebody, is like, listen, if you don't get why this is not central in my life, sorry, you can walk on. And yet I didn't even really understand it until all of this that has been unfolding. This weekend, my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, best friend, sweetheart, and bane of my existence. She's all of those things. She's really not. She's fantastic. She came over. She and I are trying really hard to work on some of this stuff, y'all. Because when you find love, and it really is real love, it's some powerful stuff. You don't want to let it go. It's nearly impossible to let go, because we only find it a time or two in a lifetime. So she comes over. We have a wonderful time. We work on a lot of stuff. We have a lot of great discussions, like we always do. We will talk all day and night long. Yeah. What came to me this weekend was an easier way to better understand how each of us, you and I, function and navigate the world, relationships, and ourselves. The circle diagram is great as kind of a starting point, and also each of these things obviously are not independent of each other. They all kind of merge and flow in together. They cross over I need a whiteboard and some dry erase markers. A much easier way to understand this. Imagine you're on a camping trip. You wake up in the morning and you're sitting on a mountaintop overlooking an incredible sky. The weather is perfect. The sun is rising and you are pouring yourself a little cup of coffee. So you get your little camping coffee mug and you get your little camping coffee filter. You put your little coffee in the filter. Then you heat up some water on some kick-ass little stove and you pour it through and you're dripping your coffee and you're just sitting there watching the sunrise taking in life and wonder. And then you start sipping your coffee. What each of us puts into that filter in our relationship in life is what we will get in our mug. That is what we will consume, and that is what we will become. My sweet Tigger, she grew up with a different set of values and a different belief system. Hers involved a relationship with two people being at the core of everything. Every decision, every experience, everything has to first filter through, how is this going to affect my relationship? For me, what is in my filter and what I have filtered through everything, especially to do with love in my life, through, is she's filtering life and love through relationship. How is this going to affect my relationship? Doing it together, two people together, doing life together as one unit. And I'm over here filtering everything through, how do I make sure that I don't get my heart absolutely shattered? And how I do that is I make sure that Tigger, anybody else I'm dating for that matter, is on the outside. Look at it this way, y'all. If a robber doesn't get inside your damn house, he can't steal your television. Those are two very different filtration systems that, without any awareness that each of us is coming from such polar opposite spaces through which we are navigating a relationship, no shit, we're gonna have a hard time. And it's only through time and heartache and, most importantly, our willingness, each of our willingnesses, your willingness to take a look at yourself. Without that, friends, without that, it's a pretty lonely life. Here's the diagram. Do you want it? My question to you, if you've made it this far in the video, and I would love some answers, is if here's the filtration system, here's little Tigger over here in her relationship filter, spits it out into this happy little life of doing something with somebody in a partnership, and here's mine over here with heartbreak. Everything filters through this, so that keeps me very far away from any possible real connection to dive in. I'm over that. I'm over that. We're gonna see what happens with little Tigger. We don't know yet, she and I. We don't know. What I would love to know, what are some of the things or the big thing in your filter that you, when you're in a relationship, you're pouring everything through it? Think about it. And I'm just wondering, is this mind-blowing for me? Is this something that makes sense to me and I'm just out here like the only one who has lived my life like this? Or are there others of you out there? And I know that there are. The question is, will you engage or not? And that's up to you. Show up, tell the truth, pay attention, and let go of attachment to outcome. What I've been missing is the truth part, because the truth doesn't count if you're only sharing one piece of it. We gotta let people in. That's all I got. Have a great day. You can find me on Facebook, Coffee with Cam. I have a private group, Coffee with Cam group, where we get into juicy stuff. We're getting to know each other. It's a thrill. It's a thrill. So come on over there if you're interested in joining this adventure. We don't have the answers. I think it's really important to be able to sit in the unknowing, to sit in the discomfort. And if you love somebody enough, hopefully you will not have to ride the insanity train of just starting over every few years in our lives. Because that's exhausting. Have a great one.